never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. We'll step on, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry now. This is Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the... to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
30-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. McDonald. That's complete right around the 8. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? He's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Joey Sly set to kick.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's McDonald to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
The play is a turnover on down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on 1st down, McDonald, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 88,
Evan Ingram with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They find Williams on the slant.
Garoppolo's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a set. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. DJ Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. McDonald. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete to Saquon.
The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating from the gun, McDonald being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl back.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They go play action with McDonald. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. He'll drop this down to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to...
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
To John Ross.
John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He hits Beasley right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Eagles nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get up. 19 tight.
From the gun, McDonald. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56.
Operating from the gun, McDonald trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick-6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position and throwing. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, McDonald, open man is Ross, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. John Ross, 73 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Garoppolo now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on second down, McDonald. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On third down, McDonald. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Tackle made by Chase Young.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 23 yards the pickup there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, McDonald. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. You got nothing in there.
And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
That's going to be a long day. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Check go.
And they will take a knee here.
tonight.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Seahawks, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put a dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, Can I hit that? Okay, Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got